Hey, Aquarius, intuitive soul coach here with your August 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can find that link in the description box below. All right, so Aquarius, the key theme showing up for you in the month of August, you have soul purpose, finances, and you also have education. And what came out with education as a backup or clarifier was shadow work, which is interesting because I feel that a lot of you finally have the knowledge to get yourself out of a situation that may have been challenging. Some of you had to learn maybe a karmic lesson. For others of you, you may have felt like you were struggling with learning how to manifest, learning how to move towards your soul purpose, maybe even financial setbacks. But because you have here the shadow work showing up with education, I feel like there is a new sense of awareness that is going to help you out. Now, soul purpose here is all about your calling. This is your divine blueprint. Some of you have undergone a major spiritual awakening, possibly many of them. You've been searching for the meaning in life, right? What am I here for? What am I doing? What makes me happy? You've been asking yourself the bigger questions. I feel like a lot of you have been on this path of discovery, discovering your own skills, gifts, talents, wanting to have a little more clarity when it comes to direction and purpose. Some of you absolutely without a doubt know that you're being divinely guided. And I feel like another half of you help guide other people to help them find their soul's purpose, their calling. Some of you are working with a coach, a mentor. You could even be starting an online program. For others of you, you could be launching a project here because I'm getting the energy here of online education or some sort of teaching, student energy. Whether you're the student or you're the teacher at this time, it always fluctuates. It always goes back and forth throughout the duration of our lifetime. This is also about books. Some of you could be reading more self-help books to understand who you are or understand these gifts and skills more on a deeper level. I do feel a lot of you have been diving into asking other people as well, trying to find your soul tribe, your group, your community. There's something here with support as well, because you do have the shadow work, and sometimes that can be a little bit daunting. It can be a little bit lonely. And the more that you know, the more that you shed light on a situation, the easier it is to find solutions. And that's what I feel like you are doing here. Now, when it comes to love or even relationships with friends or with family, some of you may have been in a karmic relationship, or you may have been with a soulmate who really triggered you to take a look at yourself. Someone may have been trauma bonding. There could have been post-traumatic stress that interfered with a relationship. For others of you, this can even be inner child wounding that you or someone else may have been working on. I'm getting here as well, buried emotions may have come to the surface here, but you're learning about it and you're working possibly one-on-one with someone, or you are diving in yourself with the soul purpose and you're looking for more of that direction through meditation, through really going in and self-discovery here. I'm also getting addictions, someone around you. I'm not getting you specifically, maybe yes for some of you, but this could be a family member. There could be addictions in the family line. Perhaps your father was an alcoholic. Perhaps your mother was into pills. There's just this energy here of numbing the emotions, and sometimes that blocks us from really diving into our soul's purpose. And sometimes the addiction piece is part of the soul purpose. It's part of us overcoming some of those devil-like energies, and the devil can be any sort of temptations that throw you off path, but at the same time it sounds kind of counterintuitive because it's actually right where you're supposed to be. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, you're looking at the triggers, you're looking at the wounding. A lot of you are reflecting and going back and looking at your life story, your life timeline. This could even be you may be writing a book about your story or just journaling. You could have more memories popping up as well. I am getting here a photo album. So some of you may have recently gone through a photo album, or you may have gone through pictures. Sometimes when there are celebrations of life, you make picture boards. I feel like some of you may have done that in the last 6 months as well. So you're definitely going through some things at this time, but I feel like you are moving forward in a better direction. There's a lot of really great cards coming in here for you. Now, Aquarius, you have the finance card. This is all about abundance. Some of you were waiting for a payout or a return on your investment, a return on, the time, the energy, the efforts that you've put into your career, into your business, or into your hobbies. I do sense that you've struggled with finances to a point here, but you're coming out of it. And I feel like you're learning how to either better manage your money, better manage your finances. You could be talking to a financial advisor. You could be learning where to invest your money to make your money work for you. You may be talking to banks, looking into maybe high yield savings accounts. This is also about new income sources. So I feel like there are opportunities here for you to grow your money, build your wealth, and bring in a new sense of abundance, whatever abundance looks like for you. All right. And then lastly here, of course, with the education, there could be some sort of training. Some of you may even be going back to school or prepping to get ready for school. You could have children that are getting ready to go to school in the near future that you're looking into. Now, of course, if you are celebrating summer break, we don't always want to hear the back to school shopping, but I see that on someone's list here. This is a time for you to prepare, but I still see fun times being had here. Now, for others of you that don't have children, or if you have been just working on maybe your business, your career, your finances, I feel like this has to do with beliefs as well. Beliefs around the exchange of currency or money. You may be diving in. I'm getting here self-help books, such as maybe Dave Ramsey. This could be, I think it's Susie Ormond. There's just books that you may be looking into. I'm getting, and I don't even know if this is a book. This is what I'm getting here. The Total Money Makeover. I have no idea. I've never heard of that. I've never read it. I'm not here to sell anything, if it's even a book. Some of you, maybe I spilled the beans. That could be a book you are writing here as well. The Total Money Makeover. That's a great title. So let's take a look here and see what is coming in for you with the tarot. You start off with the Tower, but the Tower is in reverse. Now, I read intuitively because there are different frequencies of every single card. It could be the lower frequency of the energy or the higher end here. And the Tower, I actually like to see the Tower in reverse because there's a needed transition I feel is forced upon by you. This is you already knowing that something needs to change, and therefore you've already planted the seeds to get it going. And I feel like you're course correcting, or you're pivoting, or coming back around to reevaluate a situation before you get to the Tower and it explodes on you. I hope that makes sense. So this is about you being able to make choices and make decisions ahead of time before something falls apart without you having a say in it. So this needed transition, I feel like it has to do with the breakdown of your own belief system. There has been this awakening here, and a lot of times the Tower comes in after or even during a spiritual awakening, right? A lot of times that's what jolts us. It wakes us up, and you actually have that awakening here with the soul purpose. So I do feel like there's been something, whether it's a subtle awakening or a major shift. This is what you have wanted, and you have this Tower moment that you're saying, okay, things need to change because I'm working through the shadows. I've been working through some deep emotions. Finances may not have always been in the best place, and now that they're laid out here, they're actually, shadow work is between soul purpose and finances. So a lot of you were trying to, or are trying to, build money doing what it is that you love, right? Discovering your own gifts, skills, and talents, learning how you can make this work for you and build money and build your affluence upon it. So I'm loving the Tower here starting off, Aquarius, because your next card is the Ace of Cups. It does show up in the lower vibrational frequencies, but it's not a bad thing because it says that you're emotionally taking a look at it internally, right? It says emotional introspection here. That's what you're doing with the soul purpose. That's what you're doing with the shadow work. So kudos to you, Aquarius, for taking accountability on what you need to do to move forward. And I see you doing that because you have the education here. So if this has to do with finances or money, you're either going back to school, you're learning how to build a business. Maybe you're taking an online course on, website design. Maybe you've learned how to create wonderful things in Canva. Maybe you're taking an Excel class. Whatever this is here for you, you have the smarts, you have the intelligence, you have what it takes to become competent, even more competent in your field, in your gifts, in your talents. Now I am seeing the ace flipping here. So when I feel like this may even come the flip version in mid to end of August, which we do have that Lionsgate portal on August 8th, which is a really powerful time for manifestations, to write your dreams down, create a vision board, to reset that prioritization list and say, okay, am I still on par or do I need to switch some things around? And I feel like that's where the Tower comes in, because you may have had number 8 on your list, whatever it may have been, now may have bumped up to number 1. So now you're ready. Mid to end of month, you have this emotional readiness to follow your heart, to open yourself up to these ideas that you've had, to expand your consciousness, to take something to the next level. If this is a relationship or if this is love for you, Aquarius, I feel like you've done some healing work, you've done some reflecting, you've worked on the triggers, you've looked at yourself in the mirror through possibly another person. But now you're opening yourself up, and it could start off as friendship, because I do see new people, new energies, new soul tribe, new community, whatever it is that you're seeking and looking for. I feel like it's available here. But there is a little bit of that energy going into August where you're really doing that deep searching. And I feel like you're coming to a better place mid-month, because you actually have here the 10 of Cups and the Strength, and they show up together here. The Strength is in reverse, so it's saying just be aware of the shadow, right? Be aware of the shadow, be aware of the triggers, the buried emotions, be aware that you're still going through this inner healing. So you may feel at times a little bit timid, a little bit shy, but the 10 of Cups here is a beautiful energy, and you have it mid-month. This is all about feeling love, feeling complete, feeling emotionally compatible with what it is that you are doing, the people that you are around. The 10 of Cups is all about happy family, happy life, joy, unconditional love versus maybe conditional love. Some of you may have been brought up in a situation where you were only applauded or only loved or only rewarded when you did something good, right? So therefore, there could have been a tendency of perfectionism. For others of you, I feel if you had many siblings, it's almost like you may have had to fight for that attention, or you had to hone in on a specific gift or talent that you hoped would persuade someone to see you in a new light here. I feel like that is shifting, okay? If you've had some inner child wounding, a lot of you have done a lot of work and spent a lot of money working on that part, and I feel like it's paying off here for you in big ways. Now, the Strength card showing up in reverse is saying, be gentle with yourself, right? Don't let the shadow side interfere with you creating that happily ever after, creating that heaven on earth, that family dynamic. Now, I'm not saying you have to have that complete partnership, that family to have that, but I feel like a lot of you are manifesting this dynamic. Okay, and it may not look like the traditional or conventional way. Some of you, this is a different or alternative approach. I am getting here that some of you may have been shunned by your sexuality or by the people that you like or that you hang out with, or the love that comes from your heart or who you love, it may not have been fully accepted by family or by friends or even by society. And I feel like you've learned many valuable lessons in this as well. So I don't mind seeing the strength coming up here in the reverse, because yes, you may have felt like you've exhausted the resources or exhausted your willpower, but I feel like you are coming to a place here where you're recognizing that love is not only all around you, but it exists within you. And that's going to help you flip to that positive side of the strength here, where it's unquestioned confidence here, where you're not questioning, does this person love me or do these family members love me? Because you know you love yourself, and you're going to start attracting your tribe, your family, soulmate, whatever it is that you seek, or whatever family looks like to you. 10 of Cups, I feel like you're attracting it. If this is career, this is people that care about you. They want you to succeed. Not only are you there to help them, but they want to help you out as well. So this could be more of a family dynamic. When it comes to your career, some of you may work in a small family business, or maybe you even work in a big firm or a big corporation, but they treat you like a person, not a number. And that's important here for you. If you are a business owner, I feel like you're finding a balance here because you've struggled financially. You wanted to help your family here, but you've had to work on your mental health, I'm getting, because some of you may have had a mental breakdown in the past due to a toxic environment. That's just what I heard here. All right, you also have the Judgment showing up with the Knight of Coins. Now, some of you believe, or you're working through the belief that life is going to stay the same for you, that you're going to have negativity, or you're not going to be able to find love, or you're not going to be able to grow a business. Whatever this is here for you, Aquarius, I feel like you are reversing that belief. You're saying, I know that things didn't work out, maybe due to my own actions, due to someone else's actions. However, I don't have to live that life. A lot of you, you're spreading your wings. I'm getting the phoenix rising from the ashes here. So you're coming up out of a situation that, yes, it may have felt like a catastrophe, but you needed this change. It was required for you to go through that situation in order to really fly free, liberate yourself, or come to some sort of spiritual awakening within. This is about you earning a reward on moving forward in your life in this direction, instead of it feeling like it's a chore, okay? Because some of you, there's something here that you just felt like it was heavy. It was a chore to do. You didn't want to keep doing it and getting the results because the results weren't favorable. But I feel like you are on to bigger and better. Yes, the Judgment card did show up in reverse. So this can be about releasing the energies of judgment, right? No longer judging yourself. And there's something here with avoiding change. Someone around you may have been avoiding change, or maybe it was you with the Tower, but you can no longer avoid it. It's needed. And this is what your soul is telling you. Your soul is saying change is inevitable. It's coming in here for you. Whether you wanted to put it off, or maybe external circumstances or people put off this beginning or this new start that you wanted. But I do feel like it's here. It's just taken a while, because the Knight of Coins is patience to succeed. And that did show up in the upright. So I feel like there's been a little bit of patience when it comes to turning your life around, or turning your financial status around here, or being able to educate yourself, learn, grow. I am getting here lessons coming full circle. And there's something you're releasing because you've already learned the valuable lesson that you've needed. Now you're able to move towards changing your life for the better. That's what the Judgment is all about. It's about your purpose. It's about your calling. And you have that showing up right here with soul purpose. The Judgment is all about healing any wounds, right? Any wounds. And you're doing that with the shadow work here. Sometimes, I'm sure you've heard the saying, when you put a Band-Aid on that wound, it's just going to ooze off until you get in there and you get to the core of it and pull it out, so you no longer have to keep putting that Band-Aid on it. And I'm getting that for some of you, where there was a situation where you may have just been sticking a band-aid on it, or it felt like that, right? Maybe it was debt and you kept putting a little money towards it, hoping to fix it, right? But it just kept accumulating. Maybe it was a relationship, you just couldn't get to the core of it, and you just kept thinking it was going to be better, but it didn't turn out better. It could be, anything, right? You were hoping that you would find a living environment, but the house is falling apart around you. Whatever it was here, I certainly sense that you're ready for this change. Mid to end of month, I'm getting the 18th, the 19th, and then I also see 23rd for some of you Aquarians. So that could be a magical manifestation day where instead of living out some negative consequences of some challenges or some shadows, you're heading towards the light here. It's just taken a little bit for you. A little bit more patience is required, but I certainly see a full turnaround here for you with the Judgment. When it comes to love, Aquarius, there could be children involved. It says your love life is being affected by children. For others of you, someone may have been throwing many inner child wounding tantrums, right? Something is triggering the person that you are with, or it could be you yourself. Sometimes when we don't, again, work on the root of a situation or some wounds of the past, we tend to project or bleed or ooze onto others. And I feel like someone around you may have been doing that. Now, some of you may have had children with someone here. There could have been a custody battle over maybe child support with the finances. Some of you are meeting or getting together with family. It's been a challenge. It's been tough for you, but I feel like there's some sort of arrangement is the word I'm getting, some sort of arrangement when it comes to maybe child placement, child custody, child support, something of that nature. Please take it as it resonates. Now, for those of you that are either in a relationship, this person is your soulmate, okay? This could be, a lot of you are wanting to attract a soulmate because you want this 10 of Cups. You want this feeling of being complete and having your soul tribe and your partner and your love with you, right? This is either showing up already in your energy or it's something you're inviting in, okay? And that's what you want with this Judgment. This is that turnaround coming in for you. We also have past life, relationship. There could be someone in your life. It doesn't have to be a lover. For some of you it is. You've had many past lives with this person. I'm getting more family, okay? There could be someone that you've struggled with. Okay, they're giving me the name Eric, or it could even be Erica, but I'm getting Eric if that is your name, someone around you. It could be an ex as well. You have known each other before. Okay, and I'm getting Sandra as well. Sandra, Sandy possibly for short. Maybe it's Sandy and Eric. I mean, that would be huge if that was together. But you have known each other before. And I do feel that there's someone, again, with the shadow work that you may have chose. I mean, many times, mostly all the times we choose the contracts with the people that we have here on earth prior to coming into this lifetime. And there's someone that you've known before, so you're familiar with their energy. You know what it is that you both came here to do, and that could really be that shadow for you to look at yourself, for you to grow, learn, and evolve. And sometimes that's through some deep challenges. I'm getting sibling energy here as well. I do feel parental, so it could be mother, it could be father, but then I also feel love as well. It could be someone's child, because our soulmate can be a child, it can be a pet, it can be a family member, it can be a lover. We have many soulmates here on earth, not just one. All right, when it comes to money, whoa, this is pretty neat. I didn't even recognize this when I pulled them. You have the book card again. So you have education here, and then you have the book showing up. So when it comes to finances, wealth, money, abundance, you have the book, you have the coins, and you have the gold bar. So things are starting to take a turn. Some of you may have even received a certification, a diploma, a PhD, some sort of education that's going to allow you a new contract that will make more money. Okay, this is also about learning as you go. There could be paperwork, things to sign here in the coming months. Some of you could be taking a class, which we talked about here earlier. Maybe you are taking a class on law. Some of you are studying the laws. It could be business laws as well if you are going into business. I'm also seeing here prenuptial agreement, but then I also see someone signing, Okay, I don't know what this is, like a declaration page. I mean, maybe that's for insurance, or I mean, maybe it has to do with, I'm not quite sure. They're showing me declaration. So maybe it has to do with insurance or something else. Maybe it's a declaration of your own personal independence, right? I feel like this could also be you writing a book, writing a memoir, maybe even on your childhood, maybe on parenting. I'm seeing something here with parenting vlog, blog, or helping other mothers or other parents or divorcees out. Okay, this could be you writing, journaling, getting back into this. That will help you navigate towards more of that clarity, that direction, that purpose. So whatever you're doing here with writing, contracts, paperwork, it's coming in. And they're also showing me the seal the deal card. So you're sealing something up here, and I feel like you're moving on from it. So if it was a difficult, maybe court case, custody battle, something legal, I feel like there's either an agreement, some sort of resolve, or sealing the deal on a situation here. I mean, some of you, okay, you may be served, or maybe you're serving someone else, okay? All right, you also have the coins showing up with the gold bar. This is money coming in. This is about investments. And we talked about this a little as well because you have the finance card. This is about your deep values, your integrity, making sure that you're investing in things that you believe in, right? It's like trying to sell a Kirby vacuum cleaner. If you don't like Kirby, if you like Bissell, it's going to be challenging for you to sell a Kirby when you really like Bissell, right? So I feel if you are in a job or you have a career that you're not loving, you don't agree with the contract, or you don't agree with maybe their mission statement or how they treat employees, something of that nature, you could be fighting for it, because I am getting here some sort of fighting for a right or fighting for the need to be heard here. But I also sense that if you are not feeling the love, you're heading towards a place where you do feel the love, okay? This is all about sales and finance. Some of you may be in the banking industry as well, or you're talking to financial advisors. You may be talking to a tax accountant, or is it a CPA, someone to help you with your business. This could be about getting a raise as well. For others of you, this is about long-term positions. You're putting yourself or setting yourself up for some sort of long-term position that could even help you well into maybe retirement, or into that fourth quarter of your life, so you can retire comfortably, move to a place, buy a home. There's something here with community as well. I'm getting that strong for you, Aquarius. So you are maybe able to make new friends easier in the month of August, or you're able to interact, communicate better. There is gold energy coming in around you. So I feel like this could either be a golden opportunity. This could be once in a blue moon. And it's interesting, we actually have a blue moon coming in towards the end of August, which I didn't even realize that until after I had titled Libran's reading. So for some of you, I feel like there is something really wonderful coming in that's going to help you out financially. And it could be something that's slow moving with the Knight of Pentacles at first, but it's just like writing a book. Sometimes it takes a year, many years. I mean, I've been writing my memoir for probably 6 years, little bits and pieces of it. But I feel that whatever it is you're working on, maybe you're not able to give it 100% because you're raising kids, you're working a 9 to 5, you're building a business, life is busy at times, but I feel whatever it is that you are working on, even if it's bits and pieces or slower moving right at this time, you're going to see money coming in. That's what I feel for you. For those of you that have been putting out your resume, your application, because the books and the education piece can be about putting yourself out there, you could have a bite this month after it finally taking a turnaround. You having to muster all your resolve, all your strength, all your willpower to keep on going, keep on putting yourself out there. Now, what does your soul want you to know at this time? You actually had 3 cards. So you're definitely in a place where you're connecting with your higher self, or you are really asking for guidance and clarity. And wow, look at this. You actually have the strength card in the middle of your reading, and it says, do I know all my strengths, and am I using them? We all have superpowers, Aquarius, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. There's that 10 of cups, right? Whether it's family, whether it is relationship, whether it is people at work, whether it's your friends, whoever this is here. When you show up in your strength, not your shadows, right? When you're able to work on those shadows, it becomes your ally. It can become your greatest strength because then you have that sense of awareness, which we see here showing up for you. Ask yourself this today. How can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? So yeah, focusing on those strengths or shedding light to the shadows so it can become one of your greatest strengths. That's what your soul wants you to really take into deep consideration. Maybe even jot that down if you're taking notes. Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? And do they help you step into your greatest potential? Today's soul action, Aquarius, make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself and clarify if there is anyone in your life that no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? Some of you, that's what this tower is about. That's what this shadow work is about, this trigger. You've learned a lot about you. Now you're deciding, do I stay? Do I leave? Has this cycle been complete or is there more to learn? So you may be asking yourself that at this time. And lastly, am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? That can be a challenge at times. You do have the strength card showing up in reverse. So sometimes when it comes to health, you may have a lack of motivation, a lack of energy, maybe even at times that lack of inspiration. Some of you, you may want to move forward, but money could be stressing you out, and it does lower your frequency when you are thinking that maybe you're broke, you don't have enough, that you're in that lack mentality, which I've been there. You feel that at times. We are, after all, having a human experience. You are the asset, Aquarius. This body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling, how much sleep you are getting, and what you can do to help your body rest. Today's soul action. Take a bath. Put on some lavender essential oil, go to bed ridiculously early, or give yourself a timeout today. Notice your body thanking you. Today's mantra, the more I give myself permission to rest, the more I can contribute. Yes, so allow yourself some downtime. Some of you are saying, Melissa, I don't have any downtime. Schedule it in the calendar, right? Make sure you put that downtime as a priority. Remember earlier, maybe downtime was number 8 on your list because you had this, and this responsibility, right? Maybe that downtime, number 8, is what you need to move to number 1. All right. You also have the thinker card here. So card 44, some of you may be seeing 4s like crazy. 4s are all about structure, planning, foundation, creating a stronger sense of stability. Some of you may be a life path 8. You may be in an 8 or a 4 personal year. You could even be seeing 444 on license plate. It could be in your home number, house number. You may meet someone that has 44 on their shirt. Okay, please take it as it resonates. So this does go hand in hand with you thinking and asking yourself the bigger questions in life. All right, we're going to take a look here and get messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Aquarius, I just ask if you can, please take a deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area. A nice big belly breath in. Hold it for as long as you can and release through the mouth. One more deep belly breath. Hold it as long as you can, and I want you to close your eyes as well. And as you release the breath, I want you to tune into that third eye center, the area between your eyebrows. And Aquarius, I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky or swims deep in the sea. This animal could be wild, magical, mystical. or domesticated. There is no right or wrong answer. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month, all you need to do is drop your animals in the comment section below the video. I personally will enter you into the reading, so please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, you have 3 animals, very powerful as well. Now, some of you are born on the 23rd, the 24th, or those days could be significant in August for you, which I thought we mentioned one of those, did we? And then some of you may be 50 years old as well. Now, we have electric eel. Bring your ideas to life. This is the month for you to bring something back to life if you've put it on the back burner, or to launch. To launch that workshop, to launch that product, to launch your website, to expand your consciousness. There's something here with the electric eel that is lighting up in your world, and it's time for you to launch, or again, bring something to life. Manifestation here. You have the rhino coming in. Whenever the rhino comes in full force, I love this because it is about you overcoming any obstacle that you have been currently facing, any challenges, whether it's with self-development, with another person, with your finances, your career, your health, your love, whatever this is here for you, there are solutions coming in here to help you overcome those obstacles. There's resources, there's people, there's mental clarity. There is a brain fog that's being lifted here as well. And your final animal message is the eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Something that may have been challenging for you. You've been carrying carrying this heavy load. Eagle spirit has your back. Pay attention to the eagle. It could be something that you see in the sky. It could be something you see on the side of the road. For others of you, you may meet someone with an eagle tattoo. You may meet someone who has a picture of an eagle in their home, or maybe this is you as well. But remember, that's your soul reminder that spirit has your back, and you will be freed and liberated from a situation that has been challenging. Really beautiful messages today. And last but not least, from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, you have 2 cards that came out here. You have the Vision Quest, and you also have Pachamama. So card 40 and card 60. Some of you may be 40, you may be 60. I will read both of the messages from the guidebook here, starting with Pachamama. All right, so this energy here is all about you being a child of the earth. Now is the time, Aquarius, to eat, to eat right, love right, and be joyous regardless of the circumstances you may find yourself in. Be grateful for your life, your body, and all that nourishes you. Pachamama invites you to relish each breath, embrace your joy and your pain equally, and discover love through both. Let Pachamama know how much you appreciate all her blessings with an act of service such as planting a tree, helping save an endangered species, or protecting the ocean. This is really beautiful here. So it says, you suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive. It's time to stop suffering. Let go of that old myth and realize that you were given the garden to rejoice in and become its steward. Your melancholy is really a longing to return to the heart of Pachamama. Listen deeply to the mother who is always there for you. Walk in beauty and honor all of life. Really wonderful. Some of you, there could be deep healing with your own mother as well. You also have Vision Quest, card 60. I love the Vision Quest energy here because I feel like you all are going towards this path of, again, self-discovery. That's what Vision Quests are all about, self-discovery. So whatever this is that you are discovering about yourself, it is going to be a turning point, literally a turning point in your world. Find clarity by spending time alone in nature. If you live in a city, go for walks in a park. If you live in the country, make sure that you spend time outside in contemplation. Get off the couch, get away from your desk, and go outside. Spirit helps those who help themselves, so set your intention and ask nature for a guiding vision for your life. Because Spirit has been trying to contact you but received no answer. You are too busy with your life and there's too much noise around you inside your head. Did not miss the call again, right? That's the judgment. Literally, the judgment is the call. The purpose is the call. Make room for quiet time this evening. Allow yourself to become bored for a little while, and you'll be able to hear the important messages that are trying to get through to you. So for those of you that have thought, Spirit left me, or I'm not receiving the answers, it may be because there's too much mental clutter. There's too much maybe physical energy around you, too many things that you are prioritizing, where, what did we say earlier? The top priority should be just for you to take some of that you time to think, to discover, to go towards your soul purpose. I hope this resonates with you, Aquarius. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. I would love to see those power animals in the comment section below. Feel free to drop them in the comments. And if you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, if you're vibing with the channel and you haven't already done so, feel free to. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for spending your precious time and energy here with me today. Lots of love.